Hey y'all, Flamebreather here, in post. So, this video was supposed to be a surprise upload on July 17th. But, it wasn't done in time, so I had to do a random Pokemon Squirtle. Now, this upload wasn't supposed to be this either, because this was supposed to be the Drake Kendrick beef, which, surprise, surprise, I'm not doing anymore. It's ongoing, and it's hard to keep up with, and it's honestly not really fun. So, random camp friend, if you're disappointed that I'm not doing it, womp womp, grow up. Anyways, so, let me go through a few things that I noticed in editing. Number one, this video is a bit too close to comfort to Gotham Chess. Quite the bits, as you can see. I make a Rook reference. It's in his style of stuff, so just to be safe, I sent an email out to him asking, hey, so I recorded this video. It seems to be a bit too similar to yours. Do I have permission to upload it? And he didn't respond. So, I'm uploading it anyway. So, Levy, if you're seeing this, hi, big fan. And if you want me to take this down, I can. Also, to replace the Drake Kendrick video, I put up a poll, which I will put up on screen now. And as you can see, 50-50. Wonderful. So I'm going with the one that I already have recorded. So, sit back, relax, and watch 40 minutes of the worst chess gameplay you will ever see. First off, Martin White, as I will refer to him, starts off with the classic e4. Martin Black responds, as normal, e5, which goes by Stockfish. Martin White then plays Bishop c4, which is pretty normal. Bishop's opening. Martin Black then decides to play Queen f6, which bit confusing, but I'm sure he has a reason. Martin White responds with Knight f3, attacking the Black's pawn in a King's Pawn opening, King's Knight McConnell defense. Now, as you can see from Stockfish, it wants Martin Black to play pawn d6. My apologies, d6. Martin Black does not do that. Martin Black goes Bishop c5, which is a perfectly normal move. Now, as you can see, Stockfish is trying to decide here, and wants to play Knight c3. No, develop the knight. Martin White does not do that. Martin White actually goes for the second highest option, and castles. How does Martin Black respond with this? He goes Bishop d6, protecting the pawn that was already protected. Okay. Sure. Maybe he's got a reason for it. Martin White responds with Bishop e2. Basically, undeveloping his bishop. Why? I have no idea. Let's see what Stockfish wants Martin Black to do here. It wants him to go knight e7. Let's just say Martin Black does not do that. He goes pawn a5. Don't really know what he's doing there, but hey, it's probably got a good reason. Martin White responds with, I can do that too. Exact same move. No idea why. Next, Black Martin decides to go Queen e6 for no apparent reason. Classic Martin. So, how does Martin respond? I mean, look at Stockfish up plus 1.51 move, pawn d4, which is a very good move. Because it could hang. Actually, if this goes there, that could lead to a fork. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. Martin White does not do that. He goes King h1. He just dropped 5 points. Not 5 points, 0.5. He did that for no apparent reason. What do we expect from Martin? Anyways, Black Martin goes pawn f5. Nope, developing up the pawn, attacking. Actually, pretty good move, attacking White's pawn. Actually, defenseless pawn. And if takes, then takes, which gives the Black Queen and a better position. So, how does Martin White respond to this? Bishop d3, actually a good move, protecting the pawn. Did Stockfish like that move? No idea. I can barely read it. So, how does Martin Black respond? Queen h6. Huh? And again, a very much no reason move from Martin Black. Now, White could have a very good chance to do. Martin White could have a very good chance, as it can see from Stockfish. Black's pawn is completely undefended here. Nothing is stopping Martin White from taking it. What does he do? He goes pawn b3. I have no words. Honestly, I'm just numb to this now. So, how does Martin brilliantly respond? He blunders a pawn. He goes pawn b5. The easiest move here is actually not what you think. Let's see, what does Stockfish want him to do? Bishop e2, that's actually quite the good of a move. What does he do? He goes knight g5. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122. 123. sacking his knight for absolutely no reason. He just blundered his knight, and as you can see, Stockfish is like, why the hell did you do that? The good thing for Martin White is that he ain't the only dumbass. For no apparent reason, Martin Black, instead of taking the open knight, decides he's better than that and goes Queen H4. Okay. Let's see, what does Stockfish want to do? Knight F3. As a matter of fact, for once in either of their lives, Martin White does the best move, which is Knight F3, putting pressure on the queen. What does Martin Black do to protect his queen? I mean, you could just move it and then you'd be attacking the knight, or you could just move away, or anything at all. But Martin Black decides to go, drumroll please, Bishop B4, completely hanging his queen. I have never seen a more idiotic move in my life. But there may be a chance. Maybe Martin White doesn't see it. Martin White sees it. Knight H4 takes queen in, I kid you not, the first capture of the game, 12 moves in. Moving on. So, Martin Black is not in a good position right now. He just blundered his queen. So, what will he do? He goes Knight A6, developing his knight. But not in a good way, because you never want a knight on the edge. As you can see, Stockfish, any move White does here will get him a very good advantage. He's already at a 9.6 advantage right now. 9.69. Nice. What does he do? Why, the great move of Queen G4, blundering his queen. Maybe, I guess he just felt bad for Black and wanted to do it for his own. He was like, you know what, I feel bad. You blundered your own queen. I'll do it mine. I wouldn't be surprised if both Martins were being controlled by the Botez sisters, because we just saw 2 Botez Gamuts in a row. So, does Black Martin do the correct move? Yes, he does. F-pawn takes Queen G4. Now, White is still an advantage, but it's more even now. They're at even paces right now. So, how does White respond? C3. We are back to even. So, how does Black respond? Well, first, let's see. What does Stockfish want him to do? bishop e7. And he does that. He goes bishop e7, playing the stockfish move. What does White Martin respond with? He goes knight f5, which is a pretty good move. It's attacking the bishop. So, how does Black Martin respond? How does he try to protect his bishop? Does he even protect his bishop in the first place? He goes bxa4. Doing actually, I'm not giving him the credit. He saw something I didn't. He saw that his bishop was already protected. I'm just an idiot. Okay, so I was wrong. Apologies, Black Martin. You clearly saw better than me. Proceed on with what you're doing. So, he plays a good move. How does White Martin respond? He responds with bishop takes a6. Basically offering a knight bishop trade. That is really not in his favor right now. You do not offer trades while you are down. Because, as shown by Black Martin, he goes also bishop takes a6. And now Black Martin is still one piece up. So, how does White Martin respond? He goes the powerful move of d4. Good move. Develops your pawn. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was an absolutely terrible move. He just blundered his rook. But this is Black Martin we are talking about. So, as shown, as we have seen before, do you really think he will see that he could just take this rook? No, of course not. He decides to go king f8 for no apparent reason. So, now White Martin has the chance to make up for the mistake that he made for hanging his rook. And goes and does a good move. Pawn c4. Which, in fact, is a very good move because it blocks the rook danger and is protected. So, how does Black Martin respond? Actually, we haven't checked Stockfish in a while. What does Stockfish want to do? A good move, yes. The best move here would be to take the protecting pawn. But this is Black Martin. So, going by Stockfish moves is rarely gonna happen. He goes bishop f6. Why? I have no idea. But right here, White Martin's best move would be to go rook takes a4. That ain't gonna happen though. He goes pawn g3. Why? I have no idea, to be honest. Stockfish wants Black Martin to take this pawn in a pawn trade. Does he do that? No. He goes for the second option, which Stockfish told him to do a while ago. AX B3, which is a good move. We are 20 turns in now. Actually, excuse me, 19. This will be the 20th. So, 20 turns. No checks. Excuse me, I should mark my words. White Martin goes bishop A3 check. Horrible move. At least according to Stockfish. A very bad move. Because king can just go F7 or E8. He does neither of that. He goes C5, which hangs his pawn. That pawn is free to capture. But does he capture? The best thing would be to capture with bishop. Do this. We do this, because that'd be a check. That is not what happens. What happens is D X E5. Why? I have no idea. Because then comes the obvious move, bishop X E5. I realized that I might have screwed this up by moving here, but we're all good, I'm pretty sure. So, what does White Martin respond with? He responds with bishop takes C5 check. Pretty good move. How does Black Martin respond? Actually, a very good move, pawn D6, which is attacking the bishop, protecting the king, and it's being protected. But if bishop takes, white knight here can take. So, does that happen? No, we are watching two 250 bots play themselves. So, what happens? Bishop takes d6. I was wrong. He does do it. That's an idiotic move. Bishop takes d6. He notices it was not an idiotic move for once. In the entirety of watching Martin play, he does a good move. Knight takes d6. So, he just evened up score. So now, what does Stockfish want Black Martin to do? He wants that they, or whatever pronouns Stockfish are, we don't know, it's an AI. It wants Black Martin to go knight h6. What does Black Martin go for? He does the rook! Sorry, I had to do it. He plays rook d8, putting pressure on the knight. Which I guess is maybe a good move. So, we have just made it to my second page of notes. Sorry, had to flip notes. So, what does White Martin do? It goes h4. The next thing that happens was when I lost my goddamn mind. Black Martin goes G takes h3, playing en passant. How in the name of all things chess does the dumbest chess bot in existence know what en passant is? I literally have written down in my notes, G X H3, somehow Martin knows en passant. Huh? So, whoever taught Martin how to do en passant, I applaud you. Maybe it wasn't the best idea. He could have just taken the knight, but I don't care. I am applauding Black Martin right now for having a smart thought. Now, back to our regularly scheduled dumb bot playing. White Martin goes rook a2, sacking the rook. Huh? But wait, it gets worse. Instead of taking the free rook, Black Martin goes rook takes d6, taking the knight, which he should have done 2 or 3 moves ago. I am in disbelief right now. So, how does he respond? White Martin, sorry, forgot to clarify. How does White Martin respond? Knight a3. Doing nothing to protect his rook. There is a certain joke I could say, but I don't want to get canceled, so I'm not going to say it. Anyway, let's see if Black Martin knows the right move to play. Nope! Rook b6. 2 chances. 2 chances he could have had to just play this and get a free rook. Does White Martin take up on his chance to bring back this game and stop making the worst plays? Well, he plays rook d2, which is a good start. He is still down by quite a lot. So, how does Black Martin respond? He goes Rook B7. Now, if you are paying attention carefully, there is a move that Martin can do that is a very good move, as you can probably see from Stockfish. And White Martin does it. He goes Rook D8, check. How does Black Martin respond? He does it in the only way he can. King E... No, not the only way. The actually kind of worser. He has two options. Sorry. He has two options. Stockfish wants him to go here. I actually disagree with Stockfish. I would go here and threaten the rook, because it makes it so the rook cannot chain check you. And MartinBot agrees with me. I don't know if I should be bragging about that. He goes King E7. So I don't know if that means that I'm smarter than Stockfish, or that I'm the dumbest chess player alive because I just agreed with a MartinBot move over what Stockfish wanted to do. So, let's go and see what Stockfish wants White Martin to do. Rook A8. Good choice. Gets the rook out of pressure and puts pressure on the black bishop. What fantastic, wonderful, mystical insight move does White Martin do? Rook D5. Which is a move. Not the best move. Actually, probably a very bad move. But it's a move, so can't blame him. And now we start to get into what I call the spiral of White Martin going insane. Black Martin goes pawn A4. White Martin responds pawn F4. Black Martin responds pawn H6. Now, White Martin responds with Rook E5, check. Good move. Wrong. Not good move. Black Martin goes King F8. Also, not a very good move. But does Martin chase after the king? No! White Martin does what White Martin loves to do. Pointlessly moves his king. King G1. No reason at all. Whatever. So, now, sorry, lost a bit of track of where we were. Alright, pointless king movement. Black king sees white king moving around in the back and is like, ooh, let me join in too. I want to do some dancing. King F7. Literally the only place the king could go. Also a completely pointless move. Because Now, White Martin responds with Rook E7, blundering his rook. I applaud White Martin on his stupidity. So, of course, Black Martin responds with Knight takes E7. Good move. How does White Martin respond? He's completely unfazed. He goes King H2. More pointless king movement. So, how does Black Martin respond? Rook E8. Don't know how good of a move that is, but hey, it's a move. White Martin goes Rook A1. Honestly, not even phased anymore. Now we get to some pointless movements. We have Knight G8. Sorry, we're trying to find... Right, Knight G8, Knight B5, which just sacks a knight and a pawn on White Martin's behalf. Bishop takes B5, C takes B5, Black plays H5 for some reason, and you can see White Martin's sanity just start to crumble. Rook E1, H4, Rook D1, H takes H takes G3, check. Quite good of a move, pushing White's king down. Actually, no, making White king go up and not being able to take the pawn. How does he respond? King takes G3. Good move. Black Martin responds, Rook takes B5. Good move, taking a defenseless pawn. White Martin responds, E5. Black Martin responds with Rook B takes E5. Doing a pawn rook trade. Or offering one. White Martin decides to fall for it and takes the bait. F takes E5. Bad move, because now you just lost your only way to get a new queen. Fortunately for White Martin, Black Martin ain't the sharpest tool in the box, or sharpest tool in the shed. Sorry. It's late at night, I cannot speak right now. He goes King E7. Protecting the white pawn. Honestly, I'm numb to it now. White goes Rook C1, more pointless rook movement. Black goes Knight H6, which honestly is just actually sets up a good trap. If White Martin falls for the bait and takes Black Knight, Pawn takes, now you don't have no way of getting a queen. Does White Martin fall for the trap? Nope. Rook C7. Good move. Because now, if the king does not move here, that pawn is gone. Fortunately for White Martin, Black Martin has some brain cells. And goes knight. Hold on, making sure I'm reading this correctly. Don't want to mess anything up. Hold on, trying to find where I was at. King. Actually, no, he doesn't do the smart one. Goes king D8. That pawn, the good thing to do is to take this pawn. Or I guess not. I don't know why Stockfish isn't recommending going here. It's a free pawn. It's definitely seeing something that I don't see. But White Martin decides, screw it. He does the rook sacrifice. Rook C8 check. Stockfish sees mate in 9. Does Black Martin follow that? Probably not. He goes king takes C8. Good move. What does he do now? He goes king takes H3. Good move. What does Black Martin do? Rook takes E5. White cannot win. The best White can do is stalemate. But a computer does not know how to do stalemate. So, goes king G3. Rook E3 check. King F4. Rook E1. And they sort of go on for this for quite some time. King F3. King D8. King G2. Knight G8. Knight G8. King F3. Rook E7. Rook E7. King G4. Knight F6. Check. King F3. Rook E1. And at this point, I said, this has already taken an hour. Screw this. White, force resign. So, there you have it. We have officially proven that Martin playing White is an idiot and Black Martin kind of knows what he's doing. I could make a joke. I'm not going to. Anyways, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. See you guys then.